Hello guys and girls, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat. We are at the Dallas airport, actually at the airport Love Field. Dallas Love Field is where we are. That is the Dallas Skyline in the background back there. I don't know how well you can see that Dallas Skyline, but that is the Dallas Skyline back there. And I have just got back from Orlando, Florida. Now, I've been here in Dallas the last 2 or 3 days. I've been at the big O'Reilly leadership conference, working there for Shell Pennzoil and Shell Rotella, and we just had a great time. We gave away my Tracker 195 boat. A manager from Phoenix won that. Corey, I believe, was his first name. You know, he's a bass fisherman. He's going to sell his old Champion and keep that Tracker, so he's really in good shape. It's really, really noisy here. We got airplanes going by. We got cars going by. I'm right by a parking garage. You see that parking garage? And I pulled over here just sort of out of the way because I had the Dallas Skyline in the background, and I thought that is just cool to have the Dallas Skyline in the background. It's pretty rainy down here. It might rain before it's all over. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to run through this Sunday afternoon chat. I'm going to be announcing the prize winners from last Sunday afternoon's chat. I have 17 prize winners at the end of this video. And you'll be able to text us your information on Chris's pecan phone number. I think that's area code 580-618-7260. I believe that's it. But anyway, we got a great Sunday afternoon chat here coming up. We'll visit with you about a few things. This week has been, it's been a crazy week. It's just been a crazy week. We had that colonoscopy. Y'all told me about the colonoscopy. He told me it was a piece of cake, nothing to it. Dale Morrell, my buddy from Morrell Archery Targets, told me he takes one every year just for fun. The good thing was the colonoscopy is done. Everything came out fine. Nothing at all, 3 little polyps, non-cancerous. Everything's great. As a matter of fact, the doctor told me that I probably would never, ever have to take another colonoscopy again. So that's just about as good a news as you could possibly get. I mean, just about as good as you could possibly get. So anyway, that's where we are with that. The other thing this week has been it's just been a week of just nonstop prayer for my great friend, Forrest Wood, one of the giants in the fishing industry, the man that started Ranger Boat Company. I've been running a Ranger boat since 1968 or 69. I'm going to tell you that story real quick, but Forrest had an aneurysm. He was sitting there visiting with Nina, and he just passed out in mid-sentence, and he never regained consciousness. He was without a pulse for quite a few minutes, and we actually lost Forrest yesterday morning. He had his family all around his side there when he went home to meet the Lord. And the comforting thing about Forrest, he's 87 years old. He's lived a great life, achieved a lot, mentored thousands of young fishermen, helped hundreds of professional fishermen through their career, including the one that you're listening to right now, without a doubt. It's just a gigantic loss. We're going to pull together some of the old shows that we've done with Forrest over the years and probably put together a little tribute to him that we'll show here on YouTube, our Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube channel and our Facebook channel. And it's just a devastating loss. It's a loss for the entire industry. All of our prayers are to Nina and to Keith Daffron, Randy Hopper, all of the girls, all of the grandkids, great-grandkids. There goes old Southwest Airline out over there. I don't know if I caught up with him or not. There he goes over there. So sometimes this audio is going to be kind of bad. So those of you that said something about sometimes you can't hear our audio, you ought to be able to hear it now, you know, because it's got airplanes in there. You at least hear the airplanes going by. But you know, they're in our thoughts and prayers. They're strong people. They're strong Christian people. And they know that one bright day, we'll all get to see Forrest Wood again. I'll tell you the story about Forrest Wood, about how long I've run a Ranger boat. I fished the second or third BASS tournament they ever had on Eufaula, Alabama. That's where I met Forrest and Nina Wood. That was 1968. It was either the second or third tournament. Beaver Lake was the first. I don't know if Smith Lake or Eufaula was the second. One of those was the second, one of them was the third, both in Alabama. And in that tournament, I got the lead in the tournament the first day. We had a 15 bass limit. I caught 11 bass that weighed 52 pounds and I think 11 ounces or 8 ounces or something. The ounce is not too important. But I had an 810, an 814, and a 9-pound 3 ounce on the same string. You know, three like, I think those all three were my personal best bass at that time. And I got to meet Forrest and Nina Wood. I was just a kid. I got to meet them probably because I got the lead in the tournament. And Forrest talked me into buying a Ranger boat. I bought one, and I think the boat was a '69 model that I bought in '68, because I know I bought it that fall. Now, Forrest swears that I didn't buy a boat until 1969. So I say 1968. Forrest says 1969. Nina swears that she knows which one of us is right, and I'm pretty sure she does. But she wouldn't tell either one of us. So, you know, I don't really know. But anyway, we've kidded and talked about that for years, but it doesn't matter whether it's 68 or 69. I've been running Ranger boats for a long time. We'll be doing a walkthrough here pretty quickly on my new Ranger 521 with that big Mercury V8 on the back of it, the best outboard motor ever built, the best Ranger boat ever built, the 521L. New 2020 model. I've got Garmin locators on it, Minn Kota trolling motor, O'Reilly Super Start batteries, power poles, Hydro Wave. I mean, it's just absolutely loaded. Blue water lights. It's a beautiful light package on that boat, inside and out, trailer and everything. It's just absolutely incredible. We'll be doing a walkthrough on that here pretty soon. Okay, let's go to some of the positive things. I worked the O'Reilly Leadership Conference down here for Shell Rotella. I guess that's all it takes off here, Southwest. There goes another one. That's actually what I flew. Down to Orlando. I worked Friday night. The event it's just a big party at the end of their conference. It started at 8:30, working in the Shell Rotella booth with all my buddies down there, Chibo and Karen and Matt Hagan, you know, the drag car driver, and just just a lot of friends. And we worked in that booth for the time they let the guys and girls out. 5,500 managers, 7,300 total O'Reilly associates, Team O'Reilly, and they let them out. We worked at the Shell booth, gave away a lot of swag, a lot of swag, a lot of free stuff. And we worked until 12:30. I got in bed about 2 o'clock, got up and went back down to O'Reilly conference that morning. We had their big closing ceremonies. We gave away that Tracker 195. And like I said, a manager from Phoenix, Arizona won that. But here's the good thing. At noon or 12:15, I got out of here, run out here to the airport, Dallas Love Field, flew to Orlando, Florida, got in a car with Randy Fox, John Fox's son, drove a couple hours up to Ocala, and we partied. We had a birthday party that lasted until 1 o'clock last night. Got me a couple hours sleep, got up at 3:30 in the morning, flew back here to Dallas. Gonna go head back to the ranch and get back there. I'll get back there before dark. Get back to Holly Hill before dark. That'll be absolutely fantastic. But the party last night was absolutely the best. Let me tell you. Let me just give y'all something right here. If you have an opportunity to go to one of your friends and buddies' 90th birthday party, absolutely do not pass it up. I mean, I've gone a couple nights with the Harley and no sleep at all to go to that birthday party. Don't pass it up. You will not have many opportunities to do that. Most of your friends will never make it to 90 years old. But, although scientists say that the first person of this modern age, back in the early days before all the disease and they put chemicals in our food and on our crops and all of that, Methuselah lived 800 and some odd years and died in the flood, by the way, the flood that Noah saved, all of his family in. But anyway, they say that the first person in this modern age after, in the AD area to live 150 years is alive right now, Hey, it might be me, I don't know. That person is probably maybe 15 or 20 years old or 30 years old, but they say that the first person in this modern age to live to be 150 years old is alive right now. So it's probably one of y'all out there. If it's not me, I don't know. But anyway, I don't even know what I was talking about there. But that birthday party was fantastic. John sang karaoke a lot. I didn't put a microphone to anybody because I was just having fun. A lot of times I didn't have my phone running. So I missed a lot of great stuff. I'm going to try to get a video that they ran about John, and I'm going to try to piece something together that'll be worth watching, but go to somebody's 90th birthday party if you have a chance to do that. And by the way, I made John promise he'd come to my 90th birthday party. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Jack Haynes, Phil Green, a couple of our old fishing buddies, John's fishing buddies from Louisiana, they drove down there, and we just had a packed house, kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, all kinds of friends. Listen to me, John Fox is 90 years old. He had the old American Angler television show, and then he had John Fox Outdoor Adventures. Down in Florida, he had John Fox Senior Outdoor Adventures, and he's on television a total of 32 years. He was on ESPN actually before I was on ESPN. You know, we were on ESPN for 21 years. We're on the Discovery Channel now every Saturday morning, CBS Sports every Sunday, Pursuit 3 times a week, WFN World Fishing Network 4 times a week. We're on a lot of networks right now, but John was on WFN before I was on ESPN before I was on ESPN, and he had a great show there. He fished with a lot of just incredible athletes and a lot of people I fished with, as a matter of fact, like people like Terry Bradshaw as an example, Corey Wells, the lead singer from Three Dog Night, Eddie Reisner, who wrote our theme song Chunkin' and Windin' for Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and actually. He actually wrote a theme song for John Fox's show too, as a matter of fact. Him and John were buddies and fished together. Obviously, Corey fished on my show several times. But any of y'all getting in the outdoor show business, Eddie Reisner from Nashville is absolutely an incredible songwriter. He plays the piano better than anybody in the world. I mean, he played the piano for Three Dog Night for many, many years. And he's a great songwriter. Still got a tremendous voice. He get a little older like me, but got a tremendous voice. You listen to our theme song, Chunkin' and Windin', and you see how well Eddie can sing. But we just had an absolute blast down there. I mean, absolute ball. All of John's friends and family, there was probably 100 people there at that, and party lasted until almost 1 o'clock. And when we took the karaoke machine down and all of that, 4 or 5 guys broke out guitars, and we sat down around a fake fire in one of those fake fireplaces. It's cold out there in Florida last night. And we sang sang country music for a long time, finally got into the 70s song and Run Around Sue and all of the, all of that stuff, a lot of old Queen songs and all kinds of things. So we had a great time. We had a great time. Okay, listen, I'll tell you what I want to do. We've been running around here talking for a little bit, and a lot of noise going on, a lot of things. That's the Dallas Skyline that you're looking back. I don't know how well you can see it there in my iPhone, but that's the Dallas Skyline back there. You know, it's really an amazing, amazing skyline. Dallas never sleeps. It's about like Las Vegas anymore. It never sleeps. And a lot going on around the airport here. I know it's real noisy, but I want to read out these winners. But before I read out the winners, let me just talk to you about one little thing out there. We have been getting hundreds of comments. I've done my best to keep up with everybody. I think I've done that. But we have a lot of comments of people asking for prayer. And y'all are praying for each other out there. It's just amazing to me what y'all are doing. Y'all are praying for each other. And sometimes I look on there and there'll be a post and there'll be 15 replies on it. And I haven't even replied yet, because sometimes I get to them within seconds. Sometimes it's been a day or so. But I look and 14 or 15 people have met each other on Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube or Jimmy Houston Outdoors Facebook. And they're praying for each other. They're talking to each other about problems. And can I tell you, there's a lot of you out there I know that are in wheelchairs. There are a lot of you out there that have serious health problems. There's a lot of you out there that have financial problems. There's some of you that are having marital problems. Some of you are having business problems. Can I tell you that the hope you have is Jesus? My only hope is in Jesus. There's a song out there right now that I think Crowder sings the song, All My Hope is in Jesus. You know, when you think about it, there's nothing else out there for you to hope in. Jesus is a hope if you're having any kind of problems. There's my airplane going by right there. I'm not in it. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have that? Ooh, man, that'd be a nice little airplane. That's not a Southwest. That's somebody's private little toy right there. I couldn't afford to pay the pilots. That's what I couldn't afford to do. But anyway, it's a nice plane. Some of my buddies have got planes like that, and I get to fly with them on those planes like that. They got little jets bigger than that even, some of them. And it's awful nice to go fishing with them because they say, hey, we'll just go ahead and take my jet. And I tell them, well, that's okay. Mine's in the shop getting them repainted. But all my hope is in Jesus. All your hope is in Jesus. And when you think about it, there is nothing else you have. If you don't have Jesus to hope on, there's nothing. What are you going to hope on? What are you going to hope on? You're going to hope you get a better job. You're going to hope you get out of a wheelchair. You're going to hope your sickness or illness goes away. You're going to hope your kids straighten out. You're going to hope your neighbors act better. You're going to hope your marriage just succeeds. Can I tell you it doesn't work that way? Can I tell you it doesn't work that way? But if you've got your hope in Jesus, God is working supernaturally behind the scenes to solve your problems. He's working with people. He's working with your finances. He's setting people up and where you'll meet. He's working with your health. He creates miracles every single day. And the best part about the whole thing is when all of this running around on this life is over and you close your eyes one time, maybe in mid-sentence, like Forrest Wood did. And when he opened his eyes, he's looking into the eyes of Jesus. That's the hope that I'm talking about. That's the hope that I'm talking about. Okay, guys and girls, listen for your name right here. Okay, we're going to give away 10 Hook for Life books. And I'm going to do Tom Ellie. That could be Eli, E-L-I-E. I'm going to say that's Tom Eli or Tom Ellie. Charlie and Brandy. Charlie and Brandy, you want a Hook for Life book. And if you want, I'm not going to sign these unless you ask for them to be signed, because some of you might want to give them away to somebody else. You might not want my name on them. Beth Hanson. Beth, you finally won something. Beth Hanson won a book. Robert Minnis, M-I-N-N-I-S, Robert Minnis, won a Hook for Life book. Daniel Long, might be the law coming after me. I can't believe they can let me get away with doing this. Daniel Long, Keith Peaks. Oh man, got some sun coming out and I got my camera pointing in the wrong direction. I guess I can turn around this other way, huh? Does that help? Does that help? Okay. Keith Peaks, Susie Ellington, who is Jewel, Susie Ellington, Jewel, and Bobby Irwin. All of y'all have won some of the new Jimmy Houston Outdoor t-shirts, and they are comfortable t-shirts. I mentioned the other day, oh, there goes a big jet. Oh, wait, what if you had one that size? What if you had one that size? Yeah, if you had one that size, you could sell tickets on it. That's what that guy does that owns that one. But I mentioned on the deal that, and my daughter got onto me about it, I mentioned that they were as comfortable, the Jimmy Houston t-shirts was as comfortable as those $100 underwear. And she told me, she said, Dad, how do you know what a pair of $100 underwear feels? Well, I don't. I never owned a pair of $100 underwear. But I'd like to if they want to send me a couple pair. But anyway, they're very comfortable t-shirts. They really are. Okay, that's my t-shirt winners. All right. No, that's Hook for Life winners. Excuse me, the t-shirt winners are coming up. T-shirt winners, John McMorty, Uncle Buzz, you won a t-shirt. Joyce DiMeggio, you won a Jimmy Houston Outdoors t-shirt. Jeremy Fly. I got a friend named Matt Fleece, my lawyer, a buddy of mine, partners in a couple businesses. But this could be Jeremy Flea, but I think it's probably Jeremy Fly. And Doug Lehman, all of y'all win Jimmy Houston Outdoors t-shirts. And we're going to give away 2 pair of $35 Jimmy Houston Solar Bat sunglasses, just like what I've got on. And the winner, big drum roll, for the 2 pair of Jimmy Houston sunglasses is John Forster. And the last winner for this week's giveaway is Max Burkhead. So that's the winners for the last Sunday afternoon chat. I think there's 17 total winners there, because I'd missed a little while of giving anything away, so I want to give away something a little bit extra. Guys and girls, I love you. Go out there and have a great week. Hope, remember, all my hope is in Jesus. Guys and girls, I love you.